hey there. Want to see some cool shit? Well, you're probably in the wrong place. You want to see a guy be a dumbass for several hours. We get you.
You see the problem with me giving this rat snacks is he's no longer in I am comfy and chillin' mode. Oh, he went back to I am comfy and chillin' mode while I was switching scenes. He was in like desperately begging for treats mode.
Welcome, Squidling, to the Squiddy Pool.
Which was a different thing.
Is this a cannonball?
But now he's back to chillin'. He vibing. He do be vibing, though. Welcome in, everybody. Director Scar, GM for Life, Link 1429, Kilgore 5, Taraka, Iron Warden, Derpaherp 10, Nadro 10, he could be 10 friends, and Bode 0, which is the 0 at the front of Derpaherp, technically Derpaherp 010. Starting us off today in a segment with the Tier 3, the Pentasub. Vibing in the cool guy penthouse, you were the shiniest Squidling. Thank you for all that support. We're, gotta make sure my aluminum foil rope is still on the ground properly because I kicked it on accident. By the way, in case anyone was curious, aluminum foil rope is still an integral part of the setup. I just kind of imagine it's never going anywhere. It blows my mind that this is a solution that I have to use to a very obvious problem that is grounding, but I don't have a better idea, so... So the aluminum foil rope will continue to exist. Perhaps in perpetuity. It's a much more permanent part of my setup than I wanted it to be. I definitely did not want to have an aluminum foil rope. This was a temporary solution to a problem that was not supposed to be permanent. And yet here we are. Living life. Anyway, I'm gonna play some fucking Dark Souls. What day even is it? Is it Thursday? It's Thursday. I don't even know, like... I feel like, again, we talked about this at the beginning of the week. Make him an aluminum tentacle branding. We talked about the beginning of the week. But this whole, week between Christmas and New Year's... it's just such a weird lull in the calendar that in many cases just makes me wonder why these days even exist. Why are these even in here? I feel like we should just go directly from Christmas to New Year's, and then we can continue like doing stuff with our lives. We have this week in between Giga Holiday and New Year's, which isn't really a Giga Holiday, but you know, it kind of feels like it's an honorary Giga Holiday sometimes. It just fucking exists. Doesn't it? Doesn't this just exist? It hella just exists. Hey Dad, how you doing? And we're filling our just existence void with a whole bunch of Dark Souls, and tomorrow I guess probably some RuneScape. I'd considered making tomorrow a Final Fantasy Friday, just because we haven't done one in a while. And there was a really good idea in Discord in the Final Fantasy channel to go send it through a bunch of old raids and Alliance raids just to do them. Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Been using the Red Eye ring you found yesterday and gotta go see Hello Stamina. There's no way it doesn't, right? What I imagine with that is that's the ultimate linchpin to a Giga Fat build. Because it gives you so much raw stamina regen that you can just hold your fucking shield up forever. Every time somebody hits you, you get more stamina. It's ridiculous. Found out yesterday you can use macros in 14 to swap classes. Spent last night setting up 3 hotbars for swapping classes and a fourth of buttons to toggle those hotbars. Why? For what reason? I mean, I guess it's the same as having like gear set buttons in WoW because the class is pretty much just a gear set in 14. The class is literally just a gear set. It is literally a gear set. It's determined by your fucking weapon. I let a Black Knight go ham on my shield for a combo routine that just had infinite stamina. Infinite fucking stamina. Unlimited power. Look at his rat. Look at his little face. Look at him. Just vibing. Oh. No. See, he doesn't like to be watched. He was comfy and he was perfectly happy until I put attention on him. Not that he has any concept of the fact that the camera is acting. Now he's looking at me. Hi, Bratwurst. Yeah, we're talking about you. Just staring at me. I got rat gaze. I got giga rat gaze. Oh, he's back to normal. Fucking rodent. He's shy. He is, though. Bratwurst has always been, like, ever since we got him, he was the incredibly shy rat. He was the rat that would absolutely bolt for cover if you came near the cage. But simultaneously, he was by far the most tame rat, which is weird, because he would bolt and run and hide because he didn't want to be picked up. But if you picked him up, he'd just sit there. He'd just chill. Like, he'd just, like, chill and lick you and hang out. Because he was super duper tame, it was just incredibly neurotic. Weird combination of personality traits on that rodent. But anyway, Jake the Impaler, AC the Rock Devil, welcome in as well. I didn't think it was a terrible idea. I'm still not sure. I haven't fully decided what I want to do tomorrow. If I want to just slap some RuneScape, or if I want to do some Final Fantasy 14, or like, we could even do 6 of one, half dozen of the other. We could do like a 50-50 thing. We could get on 14, do some random raids I've never done, die to a bunch of stupid shit, and switch over to RuneScape. When I get bored of sitting through 40 minutes of cutscenes to do 20 minutes of raid. It doesn't get better, by the way. And when anyone that hasn't actually played 14 but was just watching the playthrough and thought, well, like, once you get to endgame, it must get better. It doesn't. It doesn't. They had the raid, the current raid this morning. You literally have probably like a 12-minute unvoiced cutscene. I am not making this up. In between every boss. Also, before you can even start the raid, and also after the end of the raid, and in between every boss. Also, there's no trash. The trash fights are the cutscenes. That's you trash polling dialogue. It doesn't get better. It's still literally 12 minutes of cutscenes for like a 5-minute fight in the end game raids. Which I guess, to be fair, is only the first time you do them, because then you're going to go back, you know, have to watch all the cutscenes and shit, and you can just do the raid. But like, holy fuck. Is there a point where you just get to play Final Fantasy 14? And you don't just have to watch it? I would like to play it now. I've reached endgame. I want to go mash buttons on people's faces. You can tell your story via like environmental things and in combat dialogue, and have a lot of opportunities for like the sections between bosses, which does not mean just replace those with a cutscene, but like storytelling through a lot of trash and encounters, and they do a decent job with it in the dungeons. The last main story quest dungeon's a great example, by the way. But the raids are just like, nah. 12-minute cutscene, fight a boss. 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 12-minute cutscene. Okay. Can you voice them at least? No. Okay. Okie dokie then. Anyway. The memes aside. It is actually pretty fun. I would have done the raid quite a while ago had I been aware of the fact that half of it is literally easier than the main story quest trials. I kind of thought, you know, when you get to endgame and you unlock extremes and the raid and shit, I thought there was like the main story and then there was extremes and the raid and shit. And the raid is literally like it's below WoW LFR. Well, it's probably about WoW LFR. At least what WoW LFR was back when I played it in Warlords. I have no idea what it's like these days. I don't know if LFR is... I would imagine, were I to guess, the modern state of looking for raid in Shadowlands is probably literally impossible to wipe without, like, intentionally sabotaging your team. And that's not... It's not that easy, but it's as easy as I think it was back in Warlords. Which is like, if you got some people that have never seen the fight in their lives, you will probably wipe like once, maybe twice. Why don't I have game sounds, by the way? There we go. There should be music on this title screen, I'm pretty sure. I found it. I found the music. It was hiding. Secret music. As of Bofa, LFR was a massive joke. The only boss has mechanics is the last one because it has mechanics to white Fiesta. So it's exactly what I thought it'd be. My headset got turned up a little bit. This feels aggressively loud. Okay. So yesterday, we got to hear on the quest to find this nice lady some crayons. Haven't found a boss yet. Which I would say is weird, but it's because for some reason my brain is defaulting to the Bloodborne DLC, which actually had a bunch of bosses. The Bloodborne DLC had like 4 bosses. And I think the Dark Souls 1 DLC, which is the only Dark Souls DLC I've played. I haven't played any of the DLCs for 2 or 3. Only had 2. So the Dark Souls... Oh, I guess there was the 2 and then there was the dragon, who was an optional boss. So 3, because I counted optionals in Bloodborne, so I should count optionals in Dark Souls 1 also. So they've never really been boss heavy. I'm glad you guys decided to take like 14 minutes to wind that one up before you start swinging. Hey, boo-boo. How was that a backstab? Oh, I wanted to kill him with putting the fucking crab hand down. That was like... Left hip at one. I literally forgot Sanctuary Guardian existed. I can't see because there's too many corpses. I completely forgot Sanctuary Guardian was a thing that happened. I was thinking Manus Artorias Calamate. So this is not a place that we've been, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a roof. Doing roof stuff. Okay. Disregard that, move on with life. Lock onto this man, go slightly above him. Press the clown button. We need very slightly more damage. We're so close to one-shotting people. I'm gonna bonk you. Pretty solid shield you got there, honestly. I was not really surprised. I expect you just eat that whole swing. Okay, there's also nothing over here. What's up here? Nothing, just a point where you could drop down the previous guy, alright? Continuing the journey of local man explores the world to be rewarded with quite literally nothing every direction that he goes, but I'm pretty sure that's a Cinders thing. Not a base DLC thing. Oh, dude. Raises the... Oh. Thought he was rallying the troops. He was rallying some of the troops. He just rallying the troops way the hell down there. This man needs a pan. Good news, I have a pan. That's just enough stamina to turn around and give you an additional slap. Merry Christmas. Who is... Oh, he's over there. I see him. I see. He's on like that log. Can I get there via this way? Yes. Oh, he's running. He's got runny pokies. Actually, a heckin' lot of fucking javelineers, and they do a lot of damage. That guy's still alive. Now I get bonked as hard as I thought he would. Okay, this goes to nothing. That goes to nothing. All right. We can go over here. I don't know how I ended up with A, one-handing and B, a torch in my hand. This is nothing. There is these guys. The British are fucking coming. Still going. Holy shit. She's got the angry hollow combo. The 27-part spinner. Okay. So that side had nothing. That side down there had nothing. The back side had nothing. Did a frying pan someone break their block? I did. Beautiful, beautiful thing, this pan. So... Oh, there's something. I don't know why I have the roll attack on this. Mentally logged as worthless. It's not worthless, it's just not what you want in most situations. I forgot you could charge special attacks in this game, or heavy attacks rather. I should be doing that more. On account of it kills people instantly. Why would I go for a backstab when I can just giga dunk somebody? Up here is nothing. But I feel like up here is its own reward. I feel like the point of up here is you... Oh, there's something. I feel like the point of up here is you don't have to fight all of the guys on the high ground. So I think that's a self-rewarding section there. Torch the big-ass crab claw. Do you have any clarified garlic butter? I make the garlic butter out of these guys. What are you doing, buddy? You are free to poke me, sir. Oh, it was even a javelin throw. It's even less concerning than a poke. Oh, I was hoping I'd get them both. Those javelin boys actually came down here to keep throwing their little spears. I wind it up for 10 minutes. Alright, we're gonna sink this. Oh! Boy, do you just hate it when that happens to you. It's always good when the Dark Soulsing goes the other direction sometimes. It's not frequent. But every now and then, getting Dark Souls happens to them. Earth Seeker. Also, I got a secondary torch. Which requires me to be smart. Also, I definitely just realized that the appearance of this weapon is affected by everything. We can make RGB torches by infusing them with all sorts of different things. Bye, Dad. Earth Seeker. It has C faith scaling while requiring 0. Thrust the weapon into the earth with a prayer to trigger explosive tremors. Okay, well, we're gonna... That's the wrong hand. We're gonna do some minor science on that for sure. What does that do? Well, this is a much smaller axe than I thought. It is like... Oh, this is a whooping axe. Okay, this isn't like a big sweeping axe. This is a bonking axe. You use this to just overhead all of the attacks. Oops, all overhead slams. Corbett wants you to find the difference between the light attack and the heavy attack. Huh. That's a hammer with a blade. It is a hammer with a blade. That's a good way to put it. Definitely working my way backwards. That provokes. I don't want to do that in melee. We have come full circle back to the 3 shieldy dudes, question mark? Yes, okay. There is something down there. There's the 3 lads and they have something. And there's also... Oops. Oh, this guy actually sees me. That's also a guy right there. They made a wise choice to just pretend to be asleep. Yeah. 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 You stupid ice guy. I brought Boombas. Alright, so if you, we have now come all the way back around to the main path. Which if you would just come up the main path, I imagined that you would be set upon by a veritable army of like 100 of those guys. Because there are so many of them. Yeah, even coming back up this way now. Still, the guy's block is pretty chunky actually. Even coming back up now with all the clearing that we've done, we're still triggering other people that I didn't see. You would have pulled so many fucking people if you just walked up the obvious way. A shortcut down to this building. This is the girl with crayons, right? Definitely a weird shortcut. Because we haven't done anything yet. I know it seems like we've killed a lot of people. We have killed a lot of people. But we haven't gone anywhere? We're still pretty profoundly, like, right at the bonfire. It's literally right there. You can see it. You can see the bonfire. Although, I guess if we come in this way... I don't even feel like it skips that many fights. It allows us to go straight through here. Yeah, I guess it skips a decent amount of fights. It skips some fights. Looks like a coliseum. That was in the very beginning. It's just like a big-ass tower. We got a thing in there. We got a very interesting little item. Which is an item that just makes us 25% more resistant to one specific boss we haven't fought yet, but only when they do fire damage, which I'm just going to take the liberty of assuming they're going to do a lot of. I was going to say surprising amount of fire damage coming out of the Turbo Ice DLC. But I guess not really. All the fire damage we're getting. Ah, here we are. Now it's a shortcut. All the fire damage we're getting is like dudes with torches, which is, you know, what you would need were it very cold. The area is very cold. To survive in the very cold, you need to be relatively warm, so we get hit with a lot of fire. It makes sense. Hi. It's backwards of what you would perhaps initially assume, but it makes sense. Are you coming? Come into my fire hose. No? Oh, they're easy to circumvent, I guess. Additional Doggart? The old white dragon should do fire damage thing. Yeah, if you live in the Arctic, you should do fire damage. However, this is admittedly logic that's only
to the squiddy pool.
It's only ever applied in that direction. Got up a little early. Lucian, 88 months in the pool. You with the shiniest squiddling. Because nobody ever says Wolf's Blood Swordgrass? What the fuck? It is a thing turn in. I thought it was a thing turn in. Nobody ever says shit that lives in a volcano should do ice damage. We all just accept that everything that lives in a volcano is very spicy. So would do spicy hot damages. Ooh, he fucking circled. Went off the cliff. Perhaps for some reason it's just easier, like mentally and fantastically, to explain fire damage. Because, like, fire. Oh my god, I saw it right as it fucking fell. It's a good thing I killed most of the wolves already. Ymir Priest, who is not one of the small guys. He is a different person. He's much girthier. He does also have very, very fast attacks. I'm dead from behind, I think. Yeah. Alright, there. So these aren't the same guys. This is a new breed of guy. I thought that was the same as the regular dudes. He just had an axe. That's not that. These are completely different dudes. They're not. These are like the Lothric Knights to the Hollows in the first area. These are like the actual enemies. Now that we've killed 47 Gentilian weird little Viking Hollows, we get the actual enemy. I think it's with that if you use ice, the volcano is gonna melt. I mean, I guess. I don't really think that's the root of any of it, though. I literally think it's just easier from a fantasy perspective to explain and conceptualize fire and fire damage. On account of, like, fire's a thing. So I can't go like across that well either. It doesn't go anywhere, that just drops. Fire's a thing. There's not like a cold equivalent. I mean, obviously ice exists, but ice is like a solid thing. It's the way that states of matter interact. It's not an equal exchange kind of situation. things get very hot, they become plasma, etc., which is like a thing that you can conceivably be a fantasy in a situation like shoot, or even apply to a weapon. You can't apply ice to a weapon. Your weapon would just have a brick on it, and it would just be kind of cold. It wouldn't do anything. Because ice is solid matter. So, like, I think a lot of it, honestly, is just that it's... The brain wants to go to the fire. Because it's way easier to conceptualize and come up with stuff when it just... Motherfucker. Oh, it's one of the guys at the beginning. I forgot we'd fought these things already. I definitely was. I don't know why I was still unlocked in my animation. I had stopped swinging about 11 minutes ago, but I was still animation locked. He has a mega launcher. Apparently. Didn't feel like full. Oh, it's. Oh, yeah. It's the guy from the beginning. Host. Okay, I feel like if you'd had bait on this cliff here, you would have been more. Oh, cool. You would have been more likely to shoot me off the edge if there had been, like, anything here to investigate. You forgot to put bait on your hook. You're definitely supposed to put bait on your hook. I gotta remember how to fight these early guys. These were the first enemies in the DLC. Oh, I hate this. Come here. I just threw it between his legs. This motherfucker's attention. Make it down here where I have a tree protecting me. No! I don't want to knock him off the cliff. Ooh, that usually ends bad for us, even though that's the thing that would obviously work for the enemies. Because we take fall damage and they just laugh at it. So these guys go into crackhead mode in low health. I don't think the original guys went into crackhead mode in low health. That's a new thing. An absolute chunk. Now this is the interaction we had at the bottom of the hill many times. Where he just continues trying to charge at me and I just keep hosing him. And it doesn't ever work out. Alright, we're above where we died. Not that our soul matters, there's like 40k on there. I shouldn't get grenade.
Welcome, Squidling, to the
Roberts!
Squiddy Pool.
23 months in the pool. You were the shiniest
Almost
Squidling.
new hat Squidwoo.
Must always be a pan king. See, the pan is kind of like, I like the pan. Obviously, the pan is fucking hilarious. But the pan has, to me, a little bit fall into the turkey baster pile. In that I don't know. I pull it out for like invaders and stuff. But I don't really like pulling it out regularly or frequently. It's a big shortcut. Because it's just too... The pan is auto win against a humanoid enemy. The pan is straight... Oh, this is a really bad situation, actually. Unless... There's apparently space there? Oh, there's a lot more space than I thought. I thought he was on a really fucking tiny ledge, and I was thinking, I don't want to go fight him down there. That's gonna be horrible, but there's a lot more area below me than I thought. Oh, there's a lot more area below me than I thought. How far does this shit go? At least all the way around. Okay, still an iffy area. He fell all the way down. Stupid noob. Hose him! The pain is too good, he says, pulling this shit. Oh, that comes around! Okay. It would drop down, interesting. Not exactly what I would have expected. This is probably super not a place I want to be then. Oh, this actually... Oh no, this is also a drop, okay. Interesting. He dropped down, then just forget. He was trying to leash. This, Dark Souls has always had some somewhat interesting leashing situations. I don't think I can reach him. I can't. I love you, Hose. So this is probably the guy that was just repeatedly blowing up the fucking ground when I first fell down here. Nope. That was that dude over there. So delayed. So it's not, okay, it's not even a dash attack. Oh, let's follow up now. These guys have like a full boss fight moveset, which is kind of wild, honestly. I had to get out of the fucking explosions. Oh, his buff wears off. Interesting. It's not like a permanent thing. Most of his attacks are pretty much unpunishable, which is kind of annoying. But I think it's unpunishable with this weapon. And because I have a dude... Oh, Quakestone Hammer. I have a dude Thunder Cunting over here. Could you not? You're being really annoying. Oh, that's not the move I thought he was going to pull out. This guy also has a full boss fights moveset. Combined with a full boss fight speed. So this is the boss fight. And his combo, his mega swing. This is just the boss. Okay. I want to see what the panda is. Just a human boss. I was apparently somehow inexplicably still in that. Oh, okay, and he can lunge 40 yards from the baseball swing. Alright, so this is the boss. No health bar pops up, but this is an entire boss. I was not... This is worse than a boss, because it's a boss you have to fight the trash for because it doesn't have a fog gate for some reason. So this is just like a really fucked up stupid boss. Not sure why they do that, and I hate it every time they do it. If you're gonna make a boss, please give me a fog gate. That's what they're for. So that I can fight the boss and not waste 40 minutes fighting all the crap on the way to the boss. Because it's a boss where we have to fight everything. We can't skip any enemies. Actually, you might be able to fix the sword shield guy at the bottom, possibly. Maybe we can skip him. I can't go down this way, right? No, that's like a drop. Okay, so that's a one-way path. There's a lot of one-way drop paths here. It's a very interesting map. Quake guy has infinity range. So I can fight just Quake guy. We have to do it with some degree of quickness. Oh. You interrupt him and it still fully goes off. Okay. He actually soul of a fallen astrologer. He's gonna try to block it. Many have tried to block the fire hose before. Historically, it has not went well. I just didn't shoot the hose. I don't know why. It's eating my inputs. Okay, he has infinity poise when he's ready. If not infinity, he has a fucking ton. It might not be actually infinity because I'm pretty sure I've staggered him when he's ready before, but he can eat numerous giant crab Goliaths to be perfectly fine.
Welcome, Squidling, to the Squidling
As Shinju, a tier 3 penta, 5 months, almost a half a year of support. You were the shiniest Squidling. You even got the cool, you got the tier 3 sub here, and you have the coffee sub, you crazy motherfucker. That's too many things. Just, okay. Nothing. Okay, so fighting him's also totally pointless. That's, I guess I was curious about that one. He has a giant menace. There's also a pointless giant menace. So let's go out this way. You normally get Earthseeker, but the mod moved it for some reason. Yeah, you know, if you put to the side all of the, like the weapons and Mimi shit that Cinders adds, it kind of just makes the game strictly worse, huh? But it gives you so many options to play the strictly worse game with. Because it has, like, all of the weapons and armor from every fucking FromSoft game ever freaking made. Makes the DS3 8 out of 10 experience a 7. It makes it like a 6.5. But it's a 6.5 where you have literally infinite room for play styles and more stuff. Finally, someone proved they could not, in fact, do it better. Every time I get to a room like that where Cinders has decided, you know what loot should be in here? Nothing. Like, how? Is the first boss gonna be a fucking Gigafly? Can I one-shot you if I one-hand? No. Don't buzz at me. That's weird. I don't like it. Do you have attacks? Oh, I don't one-shot him two-handing either. Cinders is exactly a ton of cool stuff with added poor game design. That's exactly what Cinders is. This thing like poop on you? I don't want to walk under it and get instantly fucking killed and then be like, yeah, that's fair. You guys want to fight a mimic? Holy shit, it's not a mimic. Guillotine axe. Well, that obviously is suspicious. This is pretty suspicious. do it anyway. Hey, you weird flies. A lot of strength weapons, yeah. Oh, not a mimic. That's 2. 2 in a row. Ooh, we got the Viking armor. 2 in a row, not a mimic. It is really interesting, because it really drives home. Like, surely Cinders is not a low amount of effort to create. I mean, this is a project of fucking years, certainly, with all the stuff that it does. Alright, if I fall, I fall. No, it's not that. It's actually just there's a dickhead behind you. You know you can fly, right? He's like, nope. My ambush has failed. Good day, sir. There, I guess. Fair play. Anyway, you can definitely play through this whole game, and I'm sure myself and many others have played through the sort of Dark Souls experiences. Obviously, by and large, enjoying them, but rife with questions like, how can you design shit like this so badly? How are some of these areas so terrible? And then Cinders is probably a team of guys sitting down for several years to be like, you know, they're right. Dark Souls is good, but man, it'd just be so much easier to make it better, and proving that it's not. It's not easier to make it better. I'm kind of imagining that there's going to be a way down there that isn't just jump in the pit. But I'm starting to lose faith in that on account of this is a bonfire. Well, I guess we'll just go down there and see what happens. Yeah, now all the areas are badly designed. It's just like... And I know, consciously, designing this shit's not as easy as it looks. Okay, it's not as easy as it seems to just make an interesting and, like, cohesive environment that makes sense and links itself together, etc., etc., etc. It's really not. My Patreon thing go through? I literally refreshed the coffee alerts. I saw you say something, and my immediate reaction was to refresh the coffee. I guess, god damn it. I guess I fucking... This is why everyone's still using Streamlabs. Everything else sucks. Everything else fucking sucks. But no, it didn't go through, actually. It did not. I don't see one. Okay. I thought it was I refreshed everything and the alert still didn't work, but I don't see anything on the site either. So I'm not sure on that one, which is not bad. It's not better, but I'll talk to you in a minute, man. I'm gonna go explore a fly hole. Also, can I just open it? Oh. Where is this? That took just long enough that it got me to consciously wonder, does that let her not open this door? Could that possibly do anything else? Where is this? This is the front of a large building. Have I been here? Surely this isn't a new area. Is this a new area? Oh, we're in that building. Oh, this is the back. This is that church. This is the far side of that fucking bridge. Okay. So, fun fact, even if we had managed to hypothetically dash master string our way across that bridge without it exploding, we couldn't have gotten to the church anyway, because it's worse luck on the other side. Okay, back to this place. There's a fly. Why are you staring at this wall? Is it because it's not real? No? I go around and bonk all the flies so that when I go down there, they'll die in one hit. Because this pit is gonna be a fucking shitgasm of flies. Zaza. What? Actually pretty far. Oh. Counter damage, hate to see it. Stupid dickhead up there. Don't see any other dickheads in the immediate vicinity, except obviously this guy who is clearly a dickhead. What's the heavy on this? That's corporate wants to find a difference in these two pictures. Okay, okay. Let's go down the fly hole. Is there a place I can go? Well, I can just get a billion plunging attacks right here, so I guess I'll take that. Here comes way too many fucking flies. Oh, they have grabs. Yeah, this is going about exactly as I expected. I'll take those, thank you, have a nice day. Here's some strafing runs. There's a million of these dudes. Okay, I see there's a spinny mechanism there. Let's do it this way instead. Let's take cover and just whack them as they approach. Now, I'd like to imagine at this point most of them will get one-shotted. Only works if I don't let them get behind me. Defend the pillar. This is the way this is gonna go. Little drifting thing is super actually really awkward. These guys are actual Titanite factories. Most of the flies have human arms, and I hate that. They have human a lot of things. It is certainly not an arm exclusive trait. These things are the worst, and I hate them. Sick. This whole DLC so far was someone going, hey, you know what animals suck? And then just making an entire DLC out of them. We have flies and baby birds. Should I have looted first? I'm starting to feel like I should have looted first. This handle was gonna do, but it wasn't. This would not have been my guess. Okay. Yeah, that could use a label, maybe.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
Bitch, don't wax poetic at me. I touched a lever because I wanted to see what it did. You guys want to fight a mimic? We haven't fought a mimic yet today. Get our first Mimic encounter out of the way. And we'll fight like 18 more later. I thought he was dead. That's usually the number of hits that it takes to make them unalive. Eat. Orion Graveblade. We're getting a bunch of stuff. I was kind of hoping I might be able to one combo them with the L1. I do not, which definitely makes these not quite as viable. I'm gonna stick with this then. I can Kerthonk them when they stop being alive. These guys have a 100% drop rate of Titanite, it seems like, but they can drop a wide variety of Titanite, including chunks. So I wonder, not confident how any mechanic in Dark Souls works, but I wonder if instead of determining whether or not you get an item, luck on these guys might determine how good the item is. Okay, so I believe we have killed all of the flies in the horrible meat pile. Well, I sure didn't kind of wish I hadn't pulled a torch out. Alright. Guess that explains the flies. You know, this place could have just stayed dark. We didn't ever need to pick up a torch, really. I think everything was perfectly fine before we used the torch. Yeah, I still can't see anything. Okay. Ah, that random illusory wall. Okay. Fair enough. I was kind of letting myself start to believe that maybe by the time they had gotten to the DLCs for the third fucking Dark Souls game, they may have collectively discovered that illusory walls are stupid and stopped putting them in their games. But that's not the case. Which is just truly unfortunate. Oh, the illusory walls are the laziest shit in the universe. Oh boy. Demons, souls. I have so many things to look at. Oh, I got so many fucking weapons. Illusory walls are either super obvious or impossible to find with no middle ground. But they're like, you can make secret. This is like Doom 1 extra stuff. That is some, I don't know. I was gonna say low effort copy pasta, but I don't know. Or is any copy pasta high effort? If it's like a trying too hard pasta, Jaguar, I don't know. Not the worst pasta I've ever seen. But you can do secret doors and shit in a way that's really interesting, and Dark Souls frequently does.
Is it someone new?
It's raining hats. Hallelujah.
But you can also
It's raining hats. Amen.
just be the original Doom,
I'm gonna let myself get
where gameplay for trying to hunt for secrets
dumped.
becomes quite literally
It's raining hats.
running through the level, wiping your
Hallelujah.
nose along each
It's
wall
raining
while
hats.
mashing the A button to see if any of them
Every kind
open
of
for
hat.
no reason.
Red, purple,
And they
yellow.
frequently do.
Eureka and Kraken.
We're
too.
better than that now. This is the future. It's raining hats. Madcat17, the
Hallelujah.
actual Mel
It's
Love
raining
Melodus,
hats.
Stoby 32, Peeps, Q-Master
Amen.
19, Corathal, the Aragon
gonna go
767, Gecko,
I'm gonna
BTW,
let
and
myself
Czar 675. Get hit by Ash Shinju's
fucking
10-man. Brian takes up.
It's raining hats.
Thank you. And a Ponticon with the 65 month of yourself. Thank you for the support. Blue Street Walls are like 95% of the reason I play online in Dark Souls. They are dumb. They are dumb, especially when they're just like super random. Okay, you can have all kinds of secret doors and walls. Like that's a fantasy trope. The bookcase that's actually a fucking door. You can have all kinds of those things. that, you know, interact with the environment around them at all. Instead of just hoo-boo-hoo, it's magic, and when you hit it, it goes away and makes the happy sound. Like the, you know, ye olden Zelda cracked walls is the first thing that comes to mind. Like, come on. What's blind spot? Oh, that's the thing. It stabs people that are blocking. Onyx Blade. Okay, Moron Great Blade is a Dex Greatsword. With some red tearstone and tape to the side. Follower Saber. A lot of the follower stuff is B and B quality scaling. You could get so there's some really nasty fucking quality scaling weapons in this DLC, which is wild. Chain attack that wedges between foes and swings upward, breaking their guard. Strong attack can be used to follow up the onslaught with a fatal blow. What? What is the... Okay, I don't understand. I'm too stupid to understand what that meant. Oh, so this the first swing, like, guard breaks, and then you bonk them. Okay, you got guard break into bonk. Murakumo, you boy from Dark Souls 1. Boner's still here. Millwood Backs. Oh! It's literally just a trait of their weapon. It's just a thing their weapon does. But you can't do the drag it across the ground uppercut afterwards. Poopy pants trying to do a shit yourself. Kinda, yeah. You run like you just pooped your pants, and then you jump and you actually poop your pants. That's not the greatest one I've seen. Guillotine Axe. We got a lot of shield piercers in here. A lot small. Okay, that's a way not what I thought that was gonna look like. It's like an upset monkey with a loaded diaper. This is a way derpier looking weapon than I thought. Very choppy. Interesting. You can trigger hype trains off of continuing a gift sub. Also, Smell XX. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't think I said that. What the okay, hold on. Was that first of that? What the hell did you just do? Oh, it looked like I, like, flicked the handle. That's an ice scraper. It is. This is a windshield scraper. I used to own one of these when I lived in Idaho because you needed it. Have a follow-up? Yes, this is Big Sweepy. Okay, it's got Big Sweepy, alright. Eleonora, I'm pretty sure that was Colby's character. I appreciate that in Dark Souls 3 you can still use the weapon without having the proper stats, so you can see what the fuck the like the moveset is. Instead of just going, eh. You just don't do any damage. I'm gonna have to read that one. What? Hold up X and waved him in a solemn chime to add bleed inflict and restore 1% plus 10 HP for each hit. How long? Probably not at all, because I don't actually get the benefit because I don't have the thing. Okay. Man, after all of the times that I have said, ding ding, dinner's ready when I frying pan somebody's shield, I feel like we're almost legally obligated to use the weapon that is actually ding ding, dinner's ready. Oh my God. Quakestone Hammer. How is... This is different from Earthseeker. Because Earthseeker does all that shit. Quakestone Hammer. Ah, this is Big Bonkus. That's that attack. I do appreciate how many of these crazy fucking moves they let the player actually use in the later Dark Souls stuff. Like, you can, any enemy that comes at you with a completely fucking ridiculous attack, you can probably use it, honestly. Pyromancer's Parting Flame. Affinity for fire damage as the flames damage when casting some pyromancies at melee range. Release Store of Death Echoes to gain a modest... Oh! That's interesting! You can eat your stain to get Estus. You're like, nope! It's fine! I'm just kind of focused on winning right now, actually. That follower javelin? I thought we did we not? I thought we tried most of the follower stuff before. Did I not try follower javelin? Oh no, we just got the follower javelin. Polka, 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 polka. Bigger polka, polka. Okay, it's very pokey. Next. Polka, polka. Bigger. Polka and charge. You can actually throw it. Okay. You can pitch that shit. Okay, hold on.
Is it someone new?
I'm gonna hit that guy for this door.
It's raining hats.
I'm gonna hit that fucking guy.
Hallelujah.
TNT! Where is this throwing arm for every other weapon in Dark Souls, by the way?
Absolutely.
Where was this throwing arm before?
Don't.
TNT DMD, hitting Terraberg,
It's raining hats.
Comberg Riva,
Every kind of hat.
Caxalorth, Gamer Lover
Red,
2, Smell, just followed,
yellow,
now getting a hand in a sub bomb.
blue,
Great
yellow,
Titan,
Kraken
Suoko, the Blue Fox, Zealous, and Juxtapose.
It's raining hats.
You TNT for them fucking dunks. That's me scrolling through the chat so I could see all of those. Okay, hold on. I have to hit that dude. We gotta line this shit up. Alright, we gotta line this shit up. Does it matter where I'm looking or I'm facing? It's where I'm facing. Slightly left. No. Maybe? Ooh, that's that. We got the sauce right here. Oh, come on. I'm like right in the shoulder. Okay, put him like at the pot handle. Got him! I did it! I hit him with the javelin. Can I also lock on from 1,000 miles away? No, it doesn't work literally at all. Okay. I think I have the iron sights of the pot. Okay, interesting. Oh, fun fact. I think that was actually mandatory to go get that lever. This phantom will be summoned later at a separate location. I would be lying if I said you have not piqued my interest. I'm so fucking curious. The fuck does that mean? See you later, Shinju. Thanks for all the support, my guy. I don't know why Coffee doesn't want you to love them. I'm not sure why, but anybody else, this probably works. Honestly, I'm not really sure what's up. We made a coffee. I made a coffee because I don't want to give Streamlabs any more money. I imagine that like basically everybody else that uses Streamlabs, you know, we're looking to move off of that now that it's come to light how just absolutely terrible of a company they are. So if you're gonna donate or tip your local friendly streamer, I'd prefer you do it with that coffee link, because none of the money goes to Streamlabs and all of the money goes to me. Coffee does not even like take a direct cut from tips at all, which is super neat. I've also got secondary subbing on there, which unlike Twitch subbing, does not take literally 50% of the money that you're putting in. Half it takes, basically fucking none of it. And if you sub over there, since that doesn't give you Twitch emotes, we're slowly making our own list of BTTV emotes crowdsourced from everybody who supports over on Coffee to make our own list of emotes. But don't need no fucking Twitch subs to use. We got Jareth and I don't remember what the tag for the other one is. It's as is. I want to say it's Joe Menace. So far, the new ones. Forgot that Twitch has the audacity to take the 50% cut. That's why I have a coffee now. Why I have a coffee. You obviously get more benefits here on Twitch subbing directly, but I don't play ads for anybody anyway. Except on break. Like, if you're not subbed here, you'll see ads when I'm on break, and it's literally just this screen. Oh, look at his belly. I love when he's rolled over, because he's got such a white belly. So when he gets real comfy and rolls all the way over, you just see the belly of the bratwurst. Like a little cow. Coffee does not take 50%. Hey, Jericho112, thank you for the $5. All of which goes to me, and none of which goes to Streamlabs. Dramatically improved. Thank you. We don't have Brian text-to-speech, but I'm gonna bug Coffee until they give me a text-to-speech bot on the donations.
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel.
Hi.
I am Frida. I have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn. But forlorn thou seemeth not.
No.
Ashen One, I know not the missteps which led thee to this painted world.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't remember how I got
Thy
here
duty
either.
is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee. The bonfire, here in this room. A meek and faded thing, but 'twill guide thee nonetheless.
Hey, welcome. Get the fuck out. Which, to be fair, is an Oaksies 2010. Thank you for the 3-piece. Appreciate it. That's exactly what bitch in the Painted World in the first Dark Souls said too. You showed up and she told you to fuck off. These Painted World people are not big fans of company, it seems.
Ah, yes. There is a thing thou shouldst by rights possess. Ours is a chance encounter.
There's
to
a
be
ladder
sure.
over there.
But perhaps it was meant to be. Let this be a remembrance of this cold world. A thing to help thee bear.
If you give me a piece of shit, I swear to God.
Welcome, Squidling, to the Squiddy Pool.
Anti-frost ring. Neat. 53 months, drain 92. You were the shiniest, Squidling. How's the cool guy penthouse treating you, my friend?
Now, return from whence thou
Now,
camest.
get out of my house.
In that world, and that alone is cause to rejoice. Be forewarned, eager Ash. Should this world wither and rot, even then would Ariandel remain our home. Leave us be, Ashen One. Sweep all thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have. Leave us, sweep all...
Get out of my house. Please leave. If their world was crafted, why didn't they make it nice and temperate instead of a winter hellscape? Well, I mean, they didn't make their own world, I guess. I don't fucking know. Hey, she found the crayons!
Thou art Ash. Thou hast a pact made.
Are you the
with
same
Uncle
person
Gale.
who was
So I
doodling on the
wish to tell
table?
thee all.
Honestly, not positive.
Behold its size. This is my canvas.
Yeah, it looks like some Silent Hill
It's to be a
shit.
cold, dark, and very gentle place. But first, I must see flame.
Here you go. I got you. Let me just like hold it here. Do you have like a reference, or is this more like a metaphorical thing?
I wish to paint a picture of a cold, dark, and very gentle place.
Okay.
One day, it will make someone a goodly home.
Why do you keep making them
That's
cold
why
and
I
awful?
must see flame.
Okay, well I have flame. I mean, here you go. I got it. I got you. Oh, it's right here. Like,
I wish to think of one day. That's what.
huh. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna go fight over here and not fuck up this lady's nice painting. And I'm gonna try really hard not to roll down the hole. Okay, well, you're just a dickhead. We're gonna try really hard not to roll down the ladder hole. We're gonna almost certainly roll down the ladder hole anyway. You know, or drop the mimic down the ladder hole. Can you climb a ladder? We've created a problem, and I'm not really sure how to deal with it. Oh. Problem solved. Okay, let us continue our battle. He's not out! He did it again! I thought he was dead! Exactly the same thing that happened last time! God damn it. Why am I so stupid? Local man straight up learns nothing from experience. Okay.
Leave us.
Flickering once again.
Uh-huh.
Not enough blood yet, Shade. My flail. Bring me my flail.
I have literally no idea what I'm looking at.
Frida. What stops thine ears? Please, my flail. Right away.
Why is this dude like more Scottish than your average dwarf? Hey, this guy wants a flail. Do you?
Leave us be.
You gotta be
sweet
fucking
boy.
useless. Like, no wonder everyone here is mad all the time. What the fuck am I looking at? What is this? I still don't know. That there just made zero things more clear. He's got little fingies. Is his head in the pot? Does this dude just have... Is this guy puking in the fucking toilet right now? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. I think that's his head. And then his gravity-defying hair is going straight up onto his shoulders. And he is just... he's waiting for... He's just vigorously vomiting into the toilet bowl. Hello. I feel like I'm gonna fight you, but that is what it is.
Welcome, Squidling,
Oh, he's in a
to
chair.
the Squiddy Pool.
He is legally tied to the
5
chair.
months Pog.
There's no conceivable universe in which the amount of fucking tiny strings on that chair are gonna restrain this, what I assume is 35-foot tall man. That's okay. 5 months in the full year with the shiniest Squidling. Is that the Lord Vessel? Maybe. It's been a minute. Maybe it is. It looks like it's got some seasoning at the bottom. Hi. Oh. They talked to him and now we have to fight him. Okay, well, okay, fair. I mean, it was obviously a boss fight room. He's got such a tiny little head. Why is your head so small?
Bring Frida to me, please.
She's literally immediately outside.
Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
You want some soup? I can get the ladle back out. Look, are you making those noises? No. Hello?
Fret not, Father. We have no need of thy flail.
Oh, I'm gonna fight her!
'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash.
Oh!
Please avert thine eyes.
Okay. I should just punch this bitch when I was upstairs.
I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Just like a nun. You look way more like a nun than I thought. Okay, why exactly? Yeah, what do you do? Why? How is it? We're inside. Oh, she just like hopped. She's like, I'm. Oh, what are you? What? That's a. Oh, she's a nuclear ice wizard. That's how it's snowing inside. Man, it's pretty neat. I like that she gave me the resistant to her own attacks ring before we fight. That's kind of nice. That's polite of her. Fuck. Oh. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Okay, she does like the. She has the OG painted world invisibility stuff. Okay. So that's just like a painting thing. Interesting. She can also do the weird invisible snow thing. Neat. Okay, let's see how tanky she is, because I was just kind of trying to see what she did. I had made no attempt to hit her or anything. I don't particularly care about these, like, 0 souls. I'm worried that's a parry stance somehow. Oh, that's just a single. Okay, she's very poisey, surprisingly. On account of she is a tiny woman. Not very tanky, but I don't know how well. I don't know if I can really fight her with a Giga weapon. Oh, you have to find her. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I had her for 97 months in the pool. Not super tanky. She's just hard to hit. Good. Ow. She does hit pretty hard, though. I'm assuming she's got a phase 2 based on that health bar. There's no way that health bar doesn't have a phase 2. No chance. What the fuck is that? That's also a grab, okay. No, that's a sick move. Okay. I had no idea what that was gonna turn into. Be yeeted from mine dimension. This boss is dope, actually. Okay. I don't want to. I'm sure there's a phase 2, but I don't really want to like club her to death because it seems like you could end phase 1 very fucking quickly. She has very little health. She's like, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Bitch, don't run for me. She doesn't want none. Okay, so you have to like get rolling attack punishes. the least graceful escape possibly ever. All right, explodes. I wonder where she went. And she just explodes through a fucking table. You can also just do it in place. Have to stay away for a sec. Ah, locked in. That's slightly too long. Honka. I think it's literally just Valor. Giving her any amount of ability to hold my hits. Uh-oh. Damn it. I didn't mean to roll. For some reason I thought she was gonna do a 4th there. So she doesn't really have a ton of moves. They have surprising reach on them consistently. I want the best air out of her charge jump. Because it'd be funny. Alright, we definitely need to, like, do this with way less Estus use. Which I don't think would be too difficult, because there's no planet with no face tail. Rolling attack. That's probably the easiest type of punish she has. I don't like it when she does the weird stance because I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. That just looks very intimidating, honestly. Can you swing, please? Okay, so phase 2 is the guy. Is it the guy or is it super? It's the guy. Okay, now we fight the guy. Now one after casting invisibility. Look, in my defense, this is clearly her fault. I should do this with tiny crab hands. This might be super neat with tiny crab hands. This guy's head is comically tiny. This guy's gonna beat my ass with a soup bowl. Why? 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 Why does it do that? Why does this soup bowl do that? Alright. Do you wish to engage in pot-based combat, sir? Why doesn't he hurt? You must have a soup fight. I have literally no idea what we're doing here. Oh, is it like a reverse Ornstein and Smo? Where instead of fighting them both and then one, you fight one and then both? Oh, it's reverse Ornstein and Smo. Okay. One health bar is interesting. Big ass. This is a interesting situation for sure. Oh. They share health, just straight up. He's pouring out all his soup! Oh, your soup! That was good soup! Pouring his fucking soup all over the place! Rita. Rita's over there just shooting cones. Bonka. Might not be here anymore. It's pretty weirdly infinite when you're not near her. They both are, really. Interestingly, neither of them seem like they have a half-decent gap with her. The best he's got is angry soup. You see it pouring out all your soup! That's good soup! You can't just spill your soup everywhere. Rita's looking at his butt. I don't really want to go over there. Now I do. You get close, somebody just dumps all his soup on the ground. Shit. That's a heal. Oh, wow, that's new. Okay, he's got a big fucking flame attack. Okay. That's kind of hard to stop when I'm getting soup. Oh, I got double hit. I got double hit. Okay, so I gotta stop that without getting soup poured all over my shoes. Like, it's a lot of soup. Impressive quantity of soup. Alright, snippy snappy hands. She's an icy bitch. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it is reverse orange stand smell. I like roll. Oh, you can hold that for a year. This actually does not really have a faster follow-up. You can jump at it just as easily. It's surprisingly good at staggering her, though. Hate that. You need to not be afraid of her, like, reverse side stance because her attacks in that mode are actually easier to dodge. This staggers the shit out of her. It kills her a lot slower, but it gets big stagger. Sniper. Fuck. What? You can't do that. That's illegal. Crap. Give me the clamps. I fucking literally forgot what I hit L1. I just stopped pressing buttons. I hit L1 because that was attack with a tiny crab hand, so I was like, why no hit? Why no hit? That's only attack when you have the tiny snipper snappers. That's not attack when you have the big crab hand. Attack with the big crab hand is actually just the attack button. Because you have to actually press attack with that one. I got really into the snippy snappy hands. Question. Damn it. That's fair. Probably as it should be. Damn it. This is way too slow. I think this weapon's just too slow. I think that's just the way it is. He's a fast bit. She's gonna get some recovery so fucking fast. I'm surprised it wasn't a backstab, honestly. Fuck. That one hits me every time. Yep, there it is. This is I think it's just too slow. This is too slow, but I'm way too lazy. Is lazy the right word? Impatient. I'm not gonna do it with the tiny snippy snappy hands because they do 0 damage. It's gonna take literally 600 hours to kill her. And we have phase 2, which is like the actual fight. So, I'm unwilling to spend 45 minutes fighting her with the small hands. Which means we should switch our stuff around, though. I don't think this matters literally at all. She has very little actual frost damage. I think almost nothing that we could put on matters literally at all. I think Big Chungus is probably one of these two things, but I can't really use them because I'll never know. Never know if it's accurate. Red Eye Ring. We can get Red Eye Ring. We can just have all the stamina in the world. Prevents grab attacks. I'm gonna roll her. And we'll do 50 extra damage when I roll into her. Because almost all of the opportunities you need to attack are roll into, freed, and then hit button. Okay. By 50, I'm at 14. She has phenomenal dark resistance. Oh, that now decided it explodes. That's never happened before. But that now decided it explodes. Which hasn't happened previously. I'm gonna hose her. He just jumped around in it. He just played in the fucking hose. He was just playing in the sprinkler. Having a good time. I literally heard you land. Every time? That will hit me every time. Bonk. Her attack resolved, apparently. I don't think that's what I could punish that with a fire hose, maybe. He didn't go anywhere. I didn't hit B. I meant to hit B and I just didn't. It was just a misinput. I grabbed the controller too hard to hit B and R1 to get together. Okay. Feeds him a fish, feeds him a shit, feeds him a shit. He is in my business. Okay. I was wondering if it was feasible at all to booty camp this guy. No, he can insta 180 all of his attacks, I think. At least that one, I've seen it exactly once, but I feel like if he can insta 180 that, he can probably insta 180 every single one of his attacks. I don't expect him to be unable to insta 180 anything, if he could pull that shit. Oh, he still has the chair tied to his ass. Does he still have the chair tied to his ass? I didn't even notice. I just switched this thing. It's clearly all but immune. Do dark damage. Hey, honestly, just kill me. I'm gonna switch things. Let's try physical. You suck. I literally just kill me. 23.
Return from whence thou camest, for
Let's see what the magic one does.
Of belonging.
That's way better than the dark. She is pretty much immune to dark. What does the magic one do? Not that this is ever gonna matter. These weapons, these rings are all memes. There's gotta be a real ring that I can put on. There has to be like a real ring that does anything. I have rings for every single kind of damage that I don't do, because we do strike damage. We have slash thrust and we typeless, I guess. We have every single useless ring. Maybe the quick step on work for this. It's so fucking weird looking. Let's try it. I literally don't know what that does that's different, but it looks funny. Oh, it gives her counter damage. Oh, it's a roll that counts as an attack. Oh, it's just rolling, but way worse. That's a banger. That's like a hard mode enabling ring. You want to give the enemies counter damage? Here you go. You can give them counter damage on your own dodges. It's like rolling, but worse. Awesome. Well, we're not going to use that. That's a challenge mode item. That's like the Calamity ring or whatever from the first game's DLC that literally just makes the game way fucking harder. Okay, the Sun Princess Wing wouldn't hurt, but it's so infinitesimal, it's completely pointless. I mean, I guess we could just put Flame Stun Plate on to say fuck it. The Song of Ice and fuck off. Opener. A whole lot of effort has gone into the 0 damage I've done so far. Hit her. We're in there. On the board, boys. Heck. Have to do the rolling attack. Nothing else will connect. I like that pose, actually. That pose is great, because it's like... The double spin attack is literal dog shit. The attack is almost... Holy shit, she is. So if able, she will always start charging up her grab after she dodges away. No matter how stupid it is. That's just basically unpunishable without a... free damage. The grab is a Christmas gift, man. It's just free fucking hits. There we go. That was early. I should be able to do this hitless very easily. She has very few attacks and they're all exceptionally easy to dodge. Other than when she decides she wants to insta-auto punish you, and if that's pretty much unavoidable. Like that, when she just decides she wants to pull an extra attack out when she shouldn't have one. That's just unfortunate, that doesn't happen very often. Okay, and then we have... There's a short range version of that. Oh, interesting. Oh. It's gonna be a soup. We fucking bonked her. We just bonked your lady. Rude, first of all. Oh. I want your soup. You wanna go? You wanna fucking wrestle? I'm having lots of phones shot at me right now. He does stuff the chair on his ass. How did I miss that? It's massive. He don't turn good. We're gonna get frostbitten? I have no idea what launch this is. He's healing. That's really hard to see that's happening. And he covers it with the Gigacone every time. That's, I think, just a fixed concept. I think that's just a fixed interaction. Read that. So whenever she goes into heal, he will always do the Dingus. Can Bratwurst even breathe? Why are you grooming? You can't, Why do you go sit on top of Bratwurst to groom? Bratwurst was perfectly happy. Just hanging out. You know, asleep. Comfortable. And Dingus is like, hey. I'm gonna go sit on top of him and groom. Oh man, Dingus, you're such an asshole. You're such an asshole. You could at least just also lay down and just chill. Why you gotta go fucking groom yourself on top of him? God, fucking rodents. It's just hilarious to me for how they're extremely social animals. They don't have even the slightest concept of personal space. Do something I definitely know what it is. Like that, thank you. There was greed. That was a mistake. Price one Estus. I don't think I can use more than one Estus on the first phase. Second phase is gonna go on for fucking ever because of the healing. Unavoidable. Sucks when she does that. I hate that when I stagger her, I give her free attacks. That feels so bad. When you break their fucking poise, that should not be strictly negative. When you break Freed's poise, it is only a downside. Didn't even lose my lock! I pancaked her! Do it. Okay, I can pancake her out of stealth. I should have gone that. It's just like, why fuck with most of her normal little side swings? The correct way to play this, via patience and shit, is to literally just wait for her to do invisibility. Because invisibility, she's just like, I don't want to be alive anymore. Because she just goes, bonk! Her invisibility is just like, nah, I'm out. Like, that's actually just free damage. It's completely free damage. Oh, I was in range of the first swing. in my anus. So she's got a very short range explosive cone too, which is something she didn't have in phase 1. Why don't we just try to stay away from Dickhead Dad and go fight her? Because we know what she does. That's not helpful, knowing what she does. I'm dead. He didn't slam it on me. Because his, like, cone blast is so hilariously massive. It's also fucking free damage, though. Oh. Grandpa's coming. Heal. Pancake technology. Okay. But this is just fishing. I hate unavoidable. Wow! Oh, she's got a cone. I didn't realize she's got a cone. We're just fishing for extremely punishable attacks. There are quite a few. We're doing like scraping runs, basically, because there's a lot of very, very punishable attacks. He's doing the cone! Ooh! Lucky. Cone again? He is on the cone today. That was great. That was great. Oh. GG. Well played. Well lucky. Very lucky. Extremely fortunate. Guess there might even be another boss after this, because they still have really low health. Okay, and there's the actual boss, which is just freed again. Okay. Except he has 2 sights now. Okay. Okay. Got a big double swirly. He's got an entirely new moveset. This is just a different boss now. He do be spamming. Opposite direction is what she telegraphed, by the way. Let's try to see what else she does. She shoots a lot of fucking cones. It's a grab, probably. Oh no, that was like a little Gehrman pole. That's not a true grab, I don't think. Okay, so generally, I think if we see the black and white fire, that's a regular attack. She kept that? You kept your shittiest attack? Gosh. Interesting choice. You kept your shittiest attack. That's the only thing you kept was the worst attack in your whole arsenal? Like, that's certainly a choice. Where'd she shoot a snag? She also has the Gigas version of it though, so you don't want to be too far away when she puts her shite up because you want to do really little shitty double spin. Is that punishable? Not really, no. Kinda. I don't know. We're just fighting still. There it is. Funk. I don't like that move, it's scary. Very long range. If you punish that, you're gonna get bored probably a lot. Whoop, nope. Behold, my shittiest move. That was not great either, honestly. Fuck. Oop, wasn't sure the roll was gonna go on that one. Once again, entertaining invisibility is like a free pass to do murder. More things, and this is like a 51 hit combo. I don't want to go in on that because I feel like she's not locked in at all. She'll just immediately do another string out of it and then I'll die from the no health that I have. That's the Giga Snoop. You can punish that one if you're careful. Oh, that clipped me, I guess. There's another one, right? Okay, no, the slam is actually the end of that. Honk. Stay on her. Stay on her. Find her. It's still backstabber. The fact that she runs away after every one of her own strings is really nice. It means you don't have to super worry about being pen. Ooh, that is. She pulled out a fucking reacher. Pulled out a fucking reacher there. I'm in a corner. I'm in a dumb little corner. Okay. I don't like the reverse direction because I was comfortable going this way. I don't want to switch. Okay, give it the Gigas version. We don't want to give her the Gigas version. It should have been closer. It's on me. Oh, I forgot she had that. That's a phase 1 move too. So when she puts her scythe into look how fucking cool I am stance, she literally just uses phase 1 moves. That's really far. I don't like this little snake. I don't know what the fuck it does. I don't like unknowns. Lol. Oh, it's a crab! Well, we gained no ground for my cheese, so, you know, earn. I don't actually want to backstab her. I want to let her do this. Because then she's going to hop, and then she's going to try to do her super move, so I get to flatten her. I want to let her have that. Pop life gem. Pop a life gemma. What? That buffered for like, that's new. New move unlocked. Buffered for like 6 minutes, dude. It's hilarious how many of attacks are also ground. She is, I think, developing some like phase 3.5 moves here. Oh, too far. Oh, no, we're not. Do it. Yes. Behold, my shittiest move. Weird snack. The snack of unknowns. Behold, my shittiest move. She hit and I didn't, so, you know, so much for that. Alright. You wanna get a hit? Just gonna shoot. You wanna get a hit? She's gonna shoot. You don't wanna get a hit because you might stagger her. Let her jump. Give her a big old pancake. Wow! Use a life gem. Yeah, this shit. Very cold. Weird snack. Little snack dog. Ooh, trying to grab me. Give her a bonk. Get me out of the fucking. Get me out. Get me out, please. Giga nuke. Damn it. Cranking up to get closer. Behold, my shittiest move. That's rare. That's a shiny Pokemon at that. Oh, I couldn't see her through all the fucking particle effects. That's a shiny Pokemon. It's like a Final Fantasy boss. It's gonna sound weird, I'm sure. But the reason I say that is because she has so many attacks, but she jumps in the air and holds up one of her two weapons, and then does a different attack based on which weapon she holds up. It definitely could have just go to right there. It does a different attack based on which weapon she holds up. It's like a really kind of Final Fantasy trial boss thing. I say this because I just did the Endwalker raid. Good night, sweet princess. That's gotta be the end of that, right? Surely that's the end. Okay. But, that fucking, I feel like I tangented so hard in that fight. I tangented so hard in that fight that I'm talking about a Final Fantasy raid while I'm fighting her. Like, it's like the weird man at the end of the Endwalker raid. He jumps up in the air and he holds up, like, his cape and his sword, and whichever one's glowing is what attack he's gonna do. And she does exactly that. She jumps up and she's got like, whichever one's glowing is which thing she's about to do. It's dodge backwards or dodge sideways based on which one it is. Holy fuck, who just threw 50 in the coffee? Thank you. Why are there two bonfires? Not the age of the bonfire, Mimic, not yet. It's a pretty neat fight, I like that one. That was a neat fight. I appreciate that her phase 3, while like ridiculously fucking flashy and over the top, is generally extremely easy to dodge and punish. I would say like as easily avoidable and punishable as the first phase. So like, I don't know if you have to start at the beginning if you die there. I would guess not. I would guess you do the first two, and then it's like Dark Souls 2 Nishandra. You fight the boys, and then you fight Nishandra, and if you die, you just fight Nishandra. I would guess you come back in, and you also fight just Black Flame Freed again. But I don't want to fucking risk it, so I'm just like, fuck it. We'll just not get hit. Doesn't matter how much damage anything does. And she also doesn't do a fuck ton of damage. We have Valor on, too. I didn't turn it off, right? I'm sure I didn't. I just want to double check, because she did strangely low damage for a DLC I thought I was going to be underleveled in. Most people think she's one of the toughest bosses in the game? That one? I mean, I guess. I don't guess. Like, we have, at this point in the game, you've already fought like 3 bosses that are way harder than that. Like, yeah, Pontiff immediately fucking comes to mind. Pontiff is a huge piece of fucking shit. I have Valor on, right? I have Valor on. Yeah, okay, that's with Valor. I guess she's hard if you're bad. No, it's really long. It's really long. Some people really struggle with extremely extended encounters like that. I definitely think you should start at phase 3 if you die. I mean, it's coming from someone who has died a career 0 times to phase 3. I think you should, because I see people saying you literally restart. You should definitely start at phase 3 if you die. Like, that's stupid. You have to fight all 3 of them in a row in one fucking gauntlet. But I guess that's kind of the intention. It is a mega attrition fight because none of the phases are very hard, but it's very, very, very long. I think phase 1 is probably the easiest bosses in the game to hitless, like literally up there with tutorial Gundyr. Once you know what she does, she has like 4 attacks. Just don't try to punish any normal scythe swings unless you're 100% confident what they're gonna be. And every time she goes invisible, she gives you a free license to beat the fucking shit out of her. Phase 2 is just 2 bosses. Every time there's 2 bosses, it's Ornstein and Smo. It can turn to a clusterfuck depending on how the room gets controlled. And then phase 3 is just fucking patience. If you tried, like if I had tried, and I might have if I had any Estus. If I had tried to just brawl that 3rd phase, like I fight the 1st phase really, and like try to get in her attacks and like hit her every opening, like if I'm punishing the fucking dark dive and shit, yeah, that'd be hard because you're gonna get counter punished a lot of the time. But she has just so many attacks in phase 3 that are so extremely safely punishable. And I am not a patient frickin' person. If you have any modicum of patience, you're gonna be fine. The teleport's called Sister Freed. She is the bonfire now. Yeah, I guess if you're trying to hit her, and it's the same as... It's the classic Dark Souls conundrum, right? You have... Yeah, I can definitely backstab her a lot more than I do too, but I think it's literally better to charge up the Giga Pancake for me than it is to backstab her, because the Giga Pancake does straight up more damage, which is wild. It's one of those things where, especially in this game, everyone struggles with different shit. What was it, Bloodborne? It was Bloodborne. Everybody I know that's played Bloodborne, it's like seriously played Bloodborne, that's like finished the game, that was into it. In the very beginning, the first time they played it, either seriously struggled on Cleric Beast or Gas Can, and had absolutely no problem with the other one. Like, some people are better at the giant smashy demon. That was me. I was like, why is this even a boss? I think it took me like 3 tries my first run. And some people struggle with Tiny Dickhead Guy. That was me. Gas Can beat my ass for like 3 hours. I fucking almost literally threw that game in a trash can fighting Gas Can. Holy shit, he pissed me off so much. So it's just like different people depending on your playstyle in Dark Souls, because you can play this game like so differently. You really can. And I'm not even just talking like caster versus strength versus dex or whatever. Literally, like, your actual playstyle can be so different. I think I have a bit of a self-limiter. It's not a hard and fast rule. But just like I don't use the turkey baster to insta-murder my way through every encounter, I don't really like blocking. I have played enough Dark Souls that using a shield feels like cheese. Just full stop. I don't like blocking. I don't know. It just feels like it's so no thoughts, head empty. Compared to dodging and parrying, me have shield, me safe on all attacks, me block. So I don't really use a shield at this point. But I can definitely see, like, your average person, I think your average person probably uses a shield. Like your average person playing through Dark Souls for the first time. Not because they're bad or whatever, because it's just like such a natural thing to do. The game very clearly presents like weapon and shield as the default playstyle. And if you are used to blocking, if you are used to having a shield and blocking, Freed probably wipes the fucking floor with you. Because so many of her, especially Phase 3, so many of her attacks in Phase 3 can be rolled through and punished. But fuck, you try and block anything she does, she's just going to pick you up and firmly place you in a trash can. Like, I'm literally thinking through her moveset. Other than the moves that directly carried over from Phase 1, I think every single attack she has in Phase 3 will dumpster you through a shield. Because they're either giant nukes or attacks that like hit up from the floor or command grabs, because she has like 4. And yeah, it's gonna chip you out anyway because it's got like dark and ice, so you're getting fucking frostbite constantly if you're trying to block shit. And people that have gotten to this point that are used to sword and board are gonna have an incredibly fucking hard time, especially if it's like you play this in your first Dark Souls playthrough and you're not as... I don't want to say that I'm comfortable with Dark Souls, but I've played a fucking lot of Dark Souls. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. I think it was super cool. I think that was a super fucking cool encounter. I think, again, it's like Dancer. It's very clear and obvious how much... I was gonna say like how much like effort and thought was put into everything about the fight, not just the boss's moveset and the room. But then they have all these weird, I can literally see on my screen right now, all these weird like glitched tables that didn't break, that are still just like there, that are no longer a solid object, that's obviously kind of borked. But I mean, they're fucking bursting into flames, the intermittent cutscenes and everything. She doesn't have the crazy atmospheric energy of Dancer, but she had some going on there. Like, it's gently snowing in Phase 1. And then as it moves forward, that snow turns into, like, fucking cinders in the airs and embers and shit. And it, like, transforms with the fight and the whole room's on fire. It was pretty cool. It's still not as cool as Dancer. I still think Dancer is the best boss. Not my favorite boss, but it's the best boss on all counts. But fucking Sister Freed is up there. That was a really cool fight. Anyway, give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna go refill my beverage. Mostly empty. We're gonna see what Second Bonfire does. That was the first boss of this DLC. Holy fuck. We're going places. Welcome back, everybody. I think I have turned the game volume back up slightly too high. Let's take that down a little bit. I finally went back and fixed all the lights and stuff on my mixer, so I can have it look like I want to again. Okay, good job, crab hands. We did crab hands things. My health bar is comically fucking large at this point. I forgot how just ridiculously large a health bar gets in Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna say a sentence. I guess they are actually still here. There was definitely a set of tables that I was running through. Weird. I don't know. Maybe they reset when the cutscene played. This blood stain on the ground makes me want to fucking play The Witness. Like, touch, drag. What happens? Like, what lights up? What did I do? What did we open? A mental connection that surely zero other human people have made. Travel to the drag heap. If I last so long, we make connections with other games. You know, I've realized a weird thing, which is that when I get really focused. Oh! Wait. This is the same DLC? This is all one. That was. Wait. You get the DLC 2 and the DLC 1. That was the that was the whole DLC? That was all of DLC 1? Huh. I'm kind of whelmed, honestly. That, like, that boss was real neat, but that was sort of it. I'm kind of whelmed. That's very content light. That was like 4 hours. That was like a 4-hour DLC. I mean, they gave you a bunch of weapons and shit. And we're back for about DLC 2 because of how short and underwhelming DLC 1 was. Wow! Holy shit. Okay. I'm honestly kind of flabbergasted. I didn't think any of them would ever have less content than the Dark Souls 1 DLC, because the Dark Souls 1 DLC wasn't like mega small, but definitely did not have a ton going on. But it even that had fucking like 4 bosses. You go into a boss immediately. 2 goes harder. Okay, yeah, that was very whelming. Let's go look at what her soul does. What that soul do? That was extremely meh. Just overall. Sister Frida. I can make a blizzard. I can make it rain ice swords. What spells left behind by the young sorcerer Sullivan before leaving the painted world? What the fuck is the painted world? People can just come out of this thing? Pontiff came from there? Apparently. Repels tar. Oh, I haven't looked at dancers either. We haven't looked at dancers stuff. We got a couple things to look at. Soothing sunlight comes from dancer. Mournful flames throw balls of black fire. On impact, more fire. Banger. Impute white bright weapon with black flame. Yes, she did that. Had 75 dark damage. What else we got? What else is new? Dancer's swords. These are the ones. These These are the ones that do magic and also fire damage. This is what I was thinking of. This was the... I knew there was one. I think we mentioned it yesterday, too. I knew there was a weapon that did 2 different kinds of elemental damage, and it was the Dancer Blades. Because I tried to use the Dancer Blades. I think I actually used them for a bit in my very first Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Because I always do the Dex run first, because the Dex playthrough is my favorite playthrough. I like dodgy rolly, man. Right now, we're basically playing a Vitality and Strength build like it's a Dex build. Because I'm playing absolute stubborn refusal to use shield. We're kind of just playing the pseudo Dex. And you get her scythe, which does magic stuff. Curved blade thinly coated by painted world frost that easily breaks the guard of shields. In the painting, the scythe's a symbol of a long-lost home. Conjure a magic-bladed support scythe into the left hand, while the great scythe remains in the right. Wow, you just, like, get Freed's moveset on that. Holy fuck, that's cool. Rose of Ariandel is a stick. It's a faithing stick. Spell used by the bulbous father to paint the world to shred his own skin, producing blood to appease the flame, cast miracles, spell buffs on faith, affinity for dark damage, violently fucking flail yourself, trigger an awakening. Hurts you, but gives you 15 seconds of carte blanche immunity. I'm immune to pain. I was born in pain. I create my own pain just to feel something. Of course, the strike damage comes from Champion Gundyr, because why would it be a thing that was not terrible? Hit self, blast out your spells, seems legit. Man, I would love to fuck around with a caster on this mod. It seems so interesting, but I feel like I should do the second DLC first. Alright, so... I'm gonna go back here. Theoretically, now it might take Jesus 3 seconds of shooting lasers at me to kill me instead of 2 seconds, which might allow me any opportunity to figure out how to get to his little tree.
Oh, there you are. Perfect timing. You remember that treasure? Well, oh,
Yeah, you already told me. We already had this conversation. We've already talked about this. There's a gunbreaker. Did gunbreakers punch themselves? This dude's still tanky as fuck. This dude's still a chonk. Let me fix my rings. How is that not Dark Knight? How is that Gunbreaker? Want on the off chance to deliver. Oh, we're talking about specifically Super Bowl Light. Okay. Shoot at the little man's. Or don't. They've reached a truce. It's the problem for me, probably. So we know where it is. It's down there. I don't know how to get there. You win this round, sir. But it might be through here. Now, important discovery. Do they stay dead? They do. They do stay dead. That's valuable intel. All right, Evil Eye was what we wanted, because Evil Eye is actually real fucking good. Evil Eye plus tiny phallic mushrooms equals just kind of infinity health. He can use his boot. He can use his boot. He done sat on me. Bitch. That was a lot more of a thing I thought it was gonna be. Boy, I sure feel like I'm literally not stronger than the last time I was here. Which is weird, because I not only have quite literally plus 10 weapons, I have massively increased health and armor. I do not feel even a little bit stronger than I was last time. Oh yeah, I guess we turned on curses after this. So we have all the difference that curses make. I feel like it's gonna be over here. Here, I will help you. Don't worry, sir. Let me free you. Whoa. Ooh, Herald Curve Grace. I'm not worried about the poison, because I can counteract that by just punching any number of these guys. As long as they don't hit me with the frame ones. If they hit me with the frame ones, it's a little unfortunate. I really like that tech. Guys are very susceptible to the fire hose. Very susceptible to the fire hose. Alright, so let me look at this edge. We know there's a platform down there, vaguely like that away. And we know that on that platform is the tree, other Jesus. That might actually be at the end of the entire circuit. Am I crazy, or is there a secret internal cooldown on the Evil Eye Ring? Heal? No heal. Heal. I think there's an unlisted internal cooldown. I haven't understood the story behind Dark Souls, so don't worry, neither does anybody else. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. A bunch of people have made up a bunch of, like, Dark Souls-themed fan fiction, but nobody does. The other tree was right over there. I got that. I know where the tree is. I've seen it. Finding it is not the problem that I have. That's true. Dark Souls doesn't have a story, Dark Souls has lore. That is a true distinction. You dickhead. You're gonna regret your fucking words and your deeds, sir. It's like on this, the other Jesus starts shooting at me is the problem. Yeah, Jesus one can see me from here. We can get on top of all this, but Jesus number one can see me. Which causes a plethora of issues. He does do way less damage to me now. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, no, that's still... Oh, you can land it. Oh, I thought it was specific spots that you could land on with Ash and remove your fall damage, but it's actually just pretty much the whole zone. That's not hard-coded to, like, 2 areas. which is interesting. I just straight up assumed it was. Honk. What if I wait? Negative a small amount. You've IFP one frame me. It's definitely an internal cooldown. If you kill them too quickly, you don't get your health. Okay. Been all the way back here. There's just another big dickhead over there. Alright, mostly full health. Let's go. They're trying to prevent the Dark Gem Turkey Baster situation. Yeah, it's really funny that this has an internal cooldown, but the Dark Gem Turkey Baster exists. Like, you have to get it. Like, the trigger for this is get a kill. That doesn't need an internal cooldown. If you engineer a situation where, like, that's feeding you to the point where you're indestructible, like, then you've just played well. You've resolved a good situation in your favor. That's fair. That was rude. That wasn't deserved. Anyway, fuck you. Okay, so I'm safe right here and I can look down. So this lets down. I think we just go down there. Because if you go down where the mark is, that leads you to the bonfire. We already have that bonfire. I think I go down there. That back alley. Which is just designed to be difficult to find by merit of the fact that Jesus is machine gunning you the entire time. This looks fucking promising. Oh, this looks hella fucking promising. Okay, you can't get rid of him until the very end. It's absolutely where it is. Okay. Aha! I probably had to kill it. It was awkward because it just blows up. It like has to be killed, right, Stace? That kills Jesus. Alright, cool. Here's the mimic. It was massively less tanky than the Painted World mimics. Demon Spear from Dark Souls 1. There's also a route here that maybe it was possible to drop down onto. I bet it was. Ah. See, what I was trying to do... Ah. Okay, I don't... This is a crazy looking fucking place. That's like vertigo inducing. That's fucking wild. So you could have dropped down onto this route, which I would not believe that one single person has done before coming at this from the backside and knowing that it was here from like this side. But that would be how you could get down here quickly. And that would allow you to get rid of Jesus 1 while you were still in the area that he oversees. Missing might not even fucking kill you, because down there looks like where we're going. And that's actually just harder than going right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's an easy drop either. It looks pretty fucking tough. So now, drop back down here. And we're in the first area with no Jesus. So that now we can explore this place properly. Now we can walk around and follow this neat shit. Like this weird gremlin. And have this thumb in his ass. This crooning stone. This guy. Who is dead. And has cyan knight armor. That's one of the colors of printer ink. I'm pretty sure. Cooming stone. Shut up. Okay. Neat. We got bright blue armor. I'm problem is, most of the area out here I have already brute forced. Hi. By just letting Bird Jesus kill me in exchange for items. Because I didn't know how the fuck to do this. I don't know how much there is to find, other than obviously there's a way to get on top of this root. Which looks like you just come up from here. No, there's a wall there. Looks like you just come up from here. Aha! That's how you get this literally one soul item and a pointless consumable. I see. There would be a lot more. Again, there'd be a lot more stuff I could grab at this point. Had I not already grabbed all of it by just accepting death into my being and just getting murdered repeatedly, trying to goblin all the loot on the ground. So let us get armor and one consumable. So that's good. I haven't never used the Divine Blessing. Just don't use them frequently. Alright, back to the bonfire. I can also look around that area up top. I doubt there's anything up there, but I can actually look around there without getting ass blasted now. Which is just always preferable. You always prefer to not have your ass be blasted while you're exploring a new region. What are you? Desert Pyromancer outfit. I am the wrong gender for that. I don't have nearly the rack that outfit requires. Nothing on his top one? Okay. Okie dokie. We continue onward. Stay here. And then this thing tells us to go down. Anything else up here? Just the path of the thing. Now let's go down. Okay, you go down. Land in the magical ash circle. And there's a guy. He's a turtle. It's never not gonna be funny. God fucking damn it. Ding ding! Dinner's ready! And we get ironclad armor. Oh, and there's... Oh, right. Oh! When you summon... This was the guy we could have summoned before freed. If we tried to summon this guy before freed, would he have shown up in, like, one of the later phases? Would it have had a cool WWE intro? Should I have done that because it was just neat? And then just died, obviously, because I don't want it summoned to carry me through the fight, but... I feel like that would have been fucking awesome, actually. That's not level up. That's level up. I think so, if I remember right. Man, I'm curious now. Take the plunge, you won't die. See, you say that. He shows up in the second phase. Holy fuck. Whee! Boss. Definitely boss. Oh, 2 boss. 2 big boss. Ah, from the makers of Ornstein and Smo, it's Smo and Smo. Motherfucker's doing it. He can twice follow up the big overhead slam. Bonk. Got his little thingies. He shot... Oh, he shot explosions at me. Bonk. That's kind of neat. Whichever one you're not actively fighting, like, turns into a support caster. It's not like one of... Oh, I had a follow-up. Not one of them specifically. It's like whoever's not in your face. Okay, does he light back up if I go over to him? Oh, that's got a wider blast that looks like it is. Okay, now he's lit up. That's interesting. Okay. So they, like, actually change forms. The lit up one is attacking you in melee. Or trying. And the unlit one is shooting explosive waves. And just kind of vibing in the distance. I can't see shit. Well, he can still swing. He's not totally helpless. But now he's turning on. Well, they can both be on. Okay. It's not like a one or the other thing. And they aren't identical when they're online. Huh. And their big explosion hit makes them very tired. He's very tired. He's a sleepy boy. $11. Here's what we call an unlocked fight, I think. Give me out of purple. That guy's gonna turn to the king of explosions. This is interesting. I assume that it has a Ornstein and Smo-esque face too. I guess it's more bell gargoyles. Well, I don't know. It depends. If one of them turns into a super crackhead, they are actually completely identical right now as far as fighting. They look slightly different. And then one of them is slightly darker red. Oh, he came over here. A lot of multi-fights in the DLCs. The thing is, the DLC has had 2 bosses and they're both multi-fights. Oh, he's turning on his crack mode! We want that guy to just fucking run away from this shit. Like, fucking both of them are mad? Fuck no. That's the kind of explosions we want to see in the world. They do a good job of covering for the fact that their moveset is not terribly difficult. By having just one of them constantly fucking pounding you with huge explosives in the distance that you have to avoid. Because they don't They really don't do a lot. Neither of them do. So, like, one of them... Oh, it's, again, it could be bell gargoyles, I guess. But I feel like one of them is going to go into super crackhead mode after I kill the other one, which is why I'm just totally focusing one. But it could also be a Romeo and Juliet. And I want to kill them together. Even when this dude hits you with melee, it's garbage. So we're gonna focus on pain. Pain is our primary target. They are like animation synced. That was interesting. I see no reason to fight them when they're both on fire. Like, nothing to gain. I was live from animation slightly longer than I thought I was. Got stuck on a wall. Give them the pants. I mean, the pants typically don't do anything against giant monsters, so we'll try it. I should throw the pan at more things to see what it does, but usually big bosses just, it doesn't do anything. Whee! This is entirely just the fighting the camera and being unable to see that attacks are coming fight so far. It's not particularly interesting. I don't care about pants at all. So far, their movesets are exceptionally basic. It's literally just inability to see what's happening. Exhibit A. 2 giant dickheads in a hole is kind of a menace of an encounter. No idea what's happening. This fight, I wouldn't say sucks balls, but I'm gonna say sucks balls. Oh, what a fucking drop from Freed. Freed was fantastic. This fight is actually cheeks. Another thing. You guys should have put a lot of poop on top of yourself. There's gas stuff. Alright, time for gas. Let's fucking go. They're not bad, like, they're not the worst. Dark Souls has some really bad bosses. These guys are more like aggressively mediocre. Aggressively mediocre. They're just very badly designed and don't do a single thing that's interesting yet. I'm hoping that Phase 2 is interesting. Because this is not even a little bit. This is a pretty lame one. But that has been this whole DLC so far. The Sister Free DLC was extremely short, but was pretty neat. And this DLC has been poorly designed and annoying. Has kind of been like the hallmarks of this DLC to this point. Only hit with a gun. That did 1,500 damage. Okay. If I get an opportunity to fucking hit him with the fire hose, it does a lot. I want to bonk you in the nose. Bonk. Blow up. Blow up. What a fun fight. Your screen is literally just covered in garbage the entire time and you can't see anything. I'm engaged. Blow up. That's toxic, apparently. Cool. Fun. This is a fun one. I'm enjoying this a lot. It's really, it really, like, highlights everything that Dark Souls design does very well. From interesting and strategic combat to great presentation and interesting boss and encounter design. It really is a perfect highlight of everything that makes Dark Souls Dark Souls. I mean that as sarcastically as it's possible to be, obviously. I had 11 damage. I think these Dark Souls needs to reward more aggressive play. I think Dark Souls needs to be better designed. Would I love to be more rewarded for, you know, like, playing at all instead of just running away from them for 3 minutes? Yeah, but why would I do that when instead I could just run for literally 4 minutes? Just fucking kill me. I don't even want to continue this anymore. I'm about to switch games. Like, this is so aggressively not fun that I'm really strongly considering switching games. This is definitely not, like, Cursed Greatwood or base Dark Souls 3 Giants. Not if it's possible. It's totally possible. I just refuse to literally stand here for 4 minutes at the start of every attempt and then wait for the, like, legally ordained opportunity to start hitting them. Because that's so boring that I would rather just not play. It's extremely easy. All you have to do is not play for the first 3 minutes. Wait for the fire to turn off. 100% of what's required. I missed my opportunity. There's no point even looking at them because nothing they do matters. I don't need to be locked onto them. I don't need to ever turn my camera around. Nothing they do is relevant. You wait for about 2 minutes until the fire goes out. I don't think I have to run. I bet I could just walk. Now, if I walk, they won't catch up. My camera wiggled. Okay, so the other guy's thing is out now. Now we can start the fight. Okay. Cool. You can't get behind him because they just made his back punish do twice as much damage as his regular swipes. Cause why not, I guess? Because this is a fun boss. I'm enjoying this a lot. I don't understand how not only do this boss and Sister Freed exist in the same game, they exist back to back. They exist back to back in the same game. You fight the absolutely incredible encounter that is Sister Free. And then you fight this immediately afterward. How? How did that happen? How is this a situation that occurred? How did you look at this and look at, again, I only have to, you don't even have to look at the other bosses. You're just gonna say Sister Freed. That's the most immediate, recent boss. And go, yeah, this is the same, like, grade. I feel good presenting this as an encounter. I'm dead. Because I can't, not because it's hard to dodge, but because you can't see anything at any point during this fight. You just have to try and roll blind. It's physically impossible to engineer a situation where you can see what you're attempting to avoid. You just have to roll randomly and hope that it lines up with whatever attack you're doing. Which is just, you know, I can't imagine something more fun than not ever being able to see the boss attacking you and just blindly rolling constantly. When I think about what I enjoy about Dark Souls play, it's just blindly mashing the roll button and kind of hoping it works out. That's what it's about, isn't it? That's what it's all about. It's all about just blindly button mashing. That's the essence of a Dark Souls playthrough. Will Cinders make this fight harder? I don't fucking know. I've never played this vanilla. I obviously have no frame of reference. You're clearly asking chat. I'm just not happy. I'm just not having any fun. Which is just, it sucks. The last DLC and the last boss fight were so... The DLC was alright. The boss fight was so fucking good. And then now I'm doing this shit. So, like... Obviously, I'm just not having a good time right now because this is stupid as hell. I can't believe how much this sucks. It's kind of wild. It's a rough fight. No, it's not. It's not hard. No part of this is hard other than that you are physically disallowed from seeing what you're doing by the design of the fucking boss. It's not even remotely hard. The boss barely fucking does anything. It's like 2 attacks. And they're both just big slam. Alright, another attack, look at that one. Time? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hose him. I'm gonna hose him again. Thought I was out of that. Apparently I wasn't. The worst part is that there is no difficulty. So you can't even beat it and be like, yeah, I overcame that really hard fight. It was really bad, but it was hard, and now I did it. Because I'm good. Cool. You don't even get that. Because it's not hard. The only difficulty is that this could not have been playtested a single time. Nobody could have played this and said, yeah, this is fine. I can see anything that's happening to avoid it. This fight is stupid. This fight is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I can't fucking believe how much dick this sucks. Alright, I'm not playing anymore. Just turkey basting. They're surprisingly not immune to poison. I don't even want to fucking stream anymore. It's dead. I'm sorry. Like nothing I do today is gonna be entertaining at this point. It's over. This is so aggressively not fun. And I have the mental game of an actual child. I literally do not think I can make the rest of the stream entertaining. Like I don't think even switching games is salvageable. It's such an inconceivable pivot from how fun Freed was. I cannot get over it. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys tomorrow.